This investigation is still developing. New evidence emerges daily. Subscribe now to follow this story as it unfolds. On a book review website earlier this year, a user named Luigi Mangione gave Ted Kaczynski's Unabomber manifesto 4 stars. In his review, Mangione wrote about corporations.
They have zero qualms about burning down the planet for $1, so why should we have any qualms about burning them down to survive?
From TacoCast Studios, this is Delay, Deny, Depose. On the last episode, we walked through the 6 minutes that changed American healthcare forever. The assassination of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson outside the New York Hilton Midtown. 5 days after that shooting, investigators have arrested 26-year-old Luigi Mangione at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania. But what they found in his possession, a 3-page manifesto and a spiral notebook filled with detailed plans, suggests this story goes far deeper than a single murder. This episode, we dive into what drove a brilliant Ivy League graduate to murder and how it connects to an automated healthcare system that affects millions of Americans. In April 2021, as Brian Thompson took over as CEO of UnitedHealthcare, the company implemented what they called machine-assisted prior authorization. The promise was to cut review times by 6 to 10 minutes per case. The reality is, denial rates for post-acute care would jump from 10.9% in 2020 to 22.7% in 2022. Mangione's writings, obtained by ABC News, addressed to the feds, said, "I do apologize for any strife of traumas, but it had to be done. Frankly, these parasites simply had it coming." Friends say Mangione had disappeared months before the shooting.
"Nobody has heard from you in months."
One wrote in October.
"I don't know if you are okay or just in a super isolated place,"
wrote another in July. What investigators found in Mangione's belongings tells a darker story. A handwritten document expressing rage at what he called parasitic health insurance companies. Notes about America having the most expensive healthcare system in the world, while corporate profits soar and life expectancy stagnates. What investigators found in Mangione's belongings tells a darker story. A handwritten document expressing rage at what he called parasitic health insurance companies. Notes about America having the most expensive healthcare system in the world, while corporate profits soar and life expectancy stagnates. What we know now is that Mangione comes from a prominent Maryland family. His grandfather was a successful real estate developer. Luigi was valedictorian at an elite prep school, earned degrees from the University of Pennsylvania. His valedictorian speech has been already viewed by millions. At TrueCar, where Mangione worked as a data engineer, colleagues described him as brilliant but increasingly isolated. In his final message to investigators, found in his possession at arrest, he wrote,
"To the feds, I'll keep this short. I state plainly that I wasn't working with anyone."
When we arrested him at that McDonald's in Altoona, he emerged from the patrol car shouting about an insult to the intelligence of the American people.
"As completely out of touch, as an insult to the intelligence of the American people and lived experience."
When detectives searched Mangione's possessions, they found detailed notes about UnitedHealthcare's automated systems. He had studied their algorithms, their denial rates, their processes. UnitedHealthcare serves 49 million Americans, more than the population of Spain. Mangione uncovered that under CEO Brian Thompson's leadership, his company's denial rate became the highest in the industry at 32%. Thompson's compensation package is an annual $10.2 million. By December 2022, UnitedHealthcare was using AI to predict which denials would be appealed and which appeals would be overturned. A class action lawsuit would later claim that 90% of the algorithm's recommendations were reversed on appeal. In the 3-page manifesto found at his arrest, Mangione wrote directly,
"The U.S. has the #1 most expensive healthcare system in the world, yet we rank roughly number 42 in life expectancy."
His words echoed what Senate investigators had already discovered. UnitedHealthcare's denial rate for post-acute care had jumped from 10.9% in 2020 to a disturbing 22.7% in 2022. Next time on Delay, Deny, Depose. Before the shooting, Luigi Mangione was known for something else, his brilliant mind. He learned to code in high school, developed mobile apps, and helped start a gaming club at Penn. But what investigators found on his devices reveals a darker purpose for those skills. And then there's the question of his sudden disappearance 6 months ago. What made a promising young tech graduate with everything to live for vanish from his life of privilege? The answer may lie in a debilitating injury, a denied claim, and a system he was determined to expose. Subscribe and stay tuned as we uncover the truth in real time.